picture of that up. So that was my first day's work. That side's not so bad, but like you can see on this side there's a little oopsie here. Whoop. Like drilled a little hole and added a little charm. So this one had a piercing. This is Jen ASMR. Subscribe before you fall asleep. Hi there, my lovely, lovely sleepy squirrels. I hope that you are all well. In this evening's video, I'm going to be doing a little story time because last week I went on a little training course. If you are a member of Patreon, you already know this and you've already seen my little pictures of my work as I was going through the week. But if not, then this is like a little surprise. I went on a little nail training course because I wanted to learn to do my nails myself. I had a look at a whole bunch of different training courses. I didn't want it to be like a proper, like going to school kind of thing, like night classes or anything like that. I just wanted to take a week and just like do as much as I can in a week and then just do it myself from then on. And I think I did quite well. I had a really fun week. I learned a lot of stuff. Obviously, I need to do a lot more practicing before my technique is good, but I learned so much. I'm so happy with it. It's so cool. So I'm just gonna be like tapping and scratching through some of the things that I used, explain a little about what I did. Obviously, this is not going to teach you anything. Maybe like give you like one or two little like, oh, okay. But it's not like a tutorial kind of video. It's really just like showing you what I did and that kind of thing. So, let's start off with the first day. I will like overlay photos of anything that I'm talking about. Like if I have photos and stuff, I will and pop them there. So the first day, you kind of just like learn about hygiene and like what part is the nail bed, what part is the hyponychium, like where the nail, like where your skin joins to the nail. You learn about the cuticle, which part you're allowed to touch, which part you shouldn't be touching, all this kind of thing. And so that was the first morning. We learned about all the tools, like the cuticle pusher, and we learned about files, like the grit. And it's the same as like in the hardware store, for example. The higher the number, the finer the grain, because you've got more grain. So we learned how to hold the file, like what angle to use it at and stuff like that. We learned about the cleaner to use and the lint-free wipes, which I already had, so I was cool with that. So yeah, the lint-free wipes, like how to sterilize things and stuff like that. So that was the morning, so that was pretty fun. And in the afternoon of the first day, we did our non-dominant hand. So that's this one. My nails have been changed since, but I did my manicure on my non-dominant hand and painted with gel, but with this gummy base in clear, you kind of build up like a protective layer and a kind of like smooth, I think it's just like builder gel or something, I don't know. It's very liquidy and you like have to turn it upside down and get it all straight and nice and put the right amount on and be very careful that it doesn't touch the cuticles. Like it's very long and like perfection, you know, were really looking for perfection at this point, so it was very cool. And I did my nails in a bright orange. I was a very joyful color, so I'll pop a picture of that up. So that was my first day's work, which you will have seen on Patreon last week. And yeah, there was just me and two other girls taking the training course. The woman that was doing the training course was a very skilled nail tech here in the town that I live. Very patient, very nice, very fun, lovely girl. And the two others, one was a nurse, both were younger than me. One was a nurse that was looking to do this kind of like as a hobby slash side business. And she was looking in just to doing the semi-permanent gel, not specifically elongating, but doing the gel. She was very interested in that, and she really liked the manicure parking, everything nice and perfect and clean. And then the other girl was a lot younger. I think she was like 20, and she had already started working in a nail salon. Super nice as well, and just like she was looking more into perfection what she was already doing. She was really interested in like getting the long length and like, you know, other techniques and stuff like that. She was pretty skilled already though. So yeah, everybody was really nice and we had fun. So yeah, that was the first day. I'm so excited to tell you all about this stuff. It's so cool. I had so much fun. Okay, so on the second day, we learned how to use the nail form. You know, like the little paper sticker thing that you place on the nails and like fold it down and, you know, sculpt on top of it kind of thing. And it was like very tricky to say the least. We learned like a little bit more about like the technique of applying gel and all that kind of stuff. And then the little butterfly form thing we practiced first of all on paper, which I was surprised by. It was actually quite a good little lesson because the nail forms are obviously not universal. You have to like have a few snips here and there depending on the shape of the person's nails, what you're looking for. Like if you're going for something long or short, depends also how you're going to place it, how you're going to like pinch it at the end to be like thin or not. So yeah, day number 2 was theory and practice. And at this point I had orange on this hand and nothing on this hand, so a lot of theory. It was good, it was fun, it was really fun. We also put them on ourselves too after the paper. We put them on ourselves and between each other kind of thing. And in the afternoon we played around with these nail tips, learning some little techniques. Hold on, I'll pop these out first. So yeah, in the afternoon we learned how to apply the gel onto little nail tips. It's this gel, it's monophase base construction 3-in-1. This is like camouflage something or other. Camouflage covering clear, not clear, clair. Clair is like light. Sorry. It's this color, which is actually on these nails, if you can see. So yeah, these are the little practicey ones, and we learned how to do little French tips. I was happy with my French tips. There are some defaults, you know, like it's not perfect. That side's not so bad, but like you can see on this side there's a little oopsie here. Whoop. So we practiced. We were supposed to do 5 of each. 5 French tips. I got 4 done. I was always the slowest, guys. Of everyone, I was the slowest. that's fine. I'm okay with that. So I did 4 French tips, but they're not too bad for my first tries. I don't know how it would be on myself, but on the nail tips it seems okay. Not so bad. And then we did 4 like gradients. In French they call them the baby boomer nails, but I don't know if we call them that in English. It's possible that we do, but... And these I was last as well, so instead of doing 5 I did 2 good ones and then 2 rushed ones. But yeah, not so bad, not so bad. And then I did a colored gradient. Got blue and green there, blue to green. And also like seeing what like type of gel to use for nail art is not the same as in the bottles. They're like the little tubs, they have a different consistency. So even that was interesting. These I think were my practice ones before painting. Yeah, these were just like the plain practice ones before painting my nails on the first day, just to like learn how the gel sits and the top coat and stuff. And then I did one with a little detail there, just 3 little diamondy ones there. Although I made the mistake of like letting the gel drip between the little, can you see there's like a little line between each of them, so I learned that mistake, which is good. So yeah, I did that one. And then the last technique that we tried was like, you know, the 3D jumper nails or sweater nails, I guess you would call them. But like I painted it so finely on there that there wasn't much product for the powder to stick to. So you can't really see the 3D aspect of it very well. If I hold it a certain light, you can see there's like a cable knit going down and then some lines and stuff. So it was nicely finely painted, but obviously it needs to be thicker for the powder to stick to it, so it looks like a jumper. But yeah, so that's all the nails that I practiced on. Oh, this is another practice nail, but I did this on the next day, day 3. I just used some black polish, then I painted those little star thingies. Not great. They're a bit wobbly. Painted them with white, and then I used the like neon powder on them to see how that worked. That was pretty fun. So yeah, these are all my practice nails from that week. Very cool. And then you've probably already seen a little of in this video, we did our own nails. So the reason they are different shapes and different colors and stuff, well, not different colors really, but different effects, is because we were learning different things. Oh, I didn't show you. This was on one end of the one I did it French on. I did an incrustation of glitter and color. And it's like this fluorescent green with some glitter. We can't really see it very well, but in real life you can see it quite well. Maybe on the side you can see it a bit better. So I love that technique. I think that's going to be gorgeous when I do it one day. And all 5 of these nails were done with this gel, the monophase gel from Ocibel. 3-in-1 single phase gel, finish, builder, base constructor. So yeah, I bought everything I could ever need to do nails straight after. Actually, during the first days, I bought some of it already, so I have everything I need to practice. So So these were all done with this gel using the little forms, the nail forms. It's so like detailed and tricky, and it's like liquid almost, and you're like trying to get the cardboard in the right specific place. But I learned that I have sweaty hands. I have clammy hands, guys. So my hands were getting really hot and like getting a bit clammy, and like the nail forms were moving. I was like, oh no. So I put like baby powder on my hands and it helped, and it was okay. But yeah, I learned that about myself. This thumbnail is an almond shape, and the instructor actually did this nail on a few of us. She did our thumbnails to show us how to do like the different shapes. So the base was done by her. I did the decoration part in the afternoon of that day. This nail was me. This was the first one I did. I'm pretty proud of it. It's a little almond, and I like how thin it is. Like, it's not as thick as they were doing my nails in that salon. I don't know if you can see the difference, but like when I used to go to the salon, like from last summer until like a few weeks ago, my nails are so like thick and like chunky on the sides and like super. I mean, this doesn't have any color on it, so there is like room for color and stuff. And the detail obviously I did on this one was I drilled a little hole. Like, drilled a little hole and added a little charm. So this one had a piercing. That's so cool. I practiced on a little thingy first. And I just like, you get a nail file and you pop the part of the nail, I'll do it with this one, pop the part of the nail that is free of skin and flesh onto the nail file, and you drill through slowly, like that. So it was easier than I thought, but it was still a bit scary. So I did that. On this nail, it was, yeah, this is the ballerina. So we actually did this nail first, and then this one. We did this square, which is, I mean, I don't not like it. Like, I love the nice C curve. I love from above, it looks great. It's just underneath, it's so spiky. Like, my son was like, Mom, you're scratching me just from giving me a hug, you know? So I don't think this is a shape that I will be doing a lot myself, like on myself. But I did the incrustation on this one. How cool is that? Although I did choose an unfortunate red. I actually was like, can I get an orange? Because my right hand was orange at that point, and I thought, oh, I'll do like do it to match my other hand, and it was a lot redder than the orange I had, and it just looked like my cuticle was bleeding. Like, can you see what I mean? Especially on this side, because it's a bit like, I've got a bit of rough skin on that side, so it looked like, you know, it looked bad. But I'm still happy with the outcome of the actual nail, like the smoothness and everything. And then this one was the one that I did ballerina shape. I did mess up the application of the nail form a little, which is why you've got like a little kind of a bump here, and then it goes like that kind of thing. Because I just I don't remember if it was too big or too small underneath. I think it was too big, so that made it like a bump here, but it's not so bad. And for the effect on this one, I just like did like a little powder, shimmery rainbow powder on top. So it's kind of glistening. It's cute. And then my pinky was the one I did last, which is why it's shorter. Because I was behind because I was the slowest again, but that's fine. The other two were there training to like actually do other people's nails in a semi-professional and professional way. I was just there for me, so although I was a little stressed by being the last person, I wasn't worried. So yeah, I did this one slightly shorter in like more of an almondy rounded shape, and I did the little gradient on there, which I think I probably went too high with. Like the little white part of the gradient goes a little too high, but it's not so bad, it's fine. So yeah, that is the full hand. You can see that one. That one's not really my work, although the little drawing is. I actually like the bluish flower on the side that I did. This little guy here, but I'm not so sure about this one. I just had like a little photo from Instagram I was trying to follow, and then I added the dots, and I regret adding the dots, and then I put like that shimmery powder over the dots, and it kind of went a little on the other things too. But yeah, my favorite is the little blue flower. I like the piercing, I like this sheen, I like this but in a different color and that's okay too. So that was the hand I did on day 3. There we are, day 3. And then on day 4 we had day 4 was the last day, by the way. It was a Friday. I did a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And on the last day, oh my goodness, it was the practical kind of exam kind of thing, and there was an actual customer, obviously a non-paying customer. The woman did not pay for the manicure because obviously it was done by myself and the other trainee. I said there were 3 of us. The younger girl who already works in a salon, she did her mum's nails. They were gorgeous, by the way. She did both hands by herself. It took the morning to do that. And myself and the other girl, the nurse, we were like doing one hand each of the client that came in, which was a lovely woman. She had already done her nails herself a whole bunch of times, and she was actually interested in the training course, so it was cool for her too to be able to see what we were learning and stuff. So on her we did the manicure, and she had like quite a lot of cuticle like build up and stuff because she is a nail biter, which was unfortunate for us because usually that's not the easiest type of nail to do. Usually you would like someone that already has like quite, you know, a good nail bed and not tricky, but she had like fully like nails bitten down and a lot of cuticle and a lot of dead skin kind of thing. I'll show you pictures. I can do the before and after picture. I'll just show you the before picture right now because, you know, suspense. And she was really nice. And so we did the manicure, which we did with like with a drill, by the way. Don't do it with just the like cuticle pusher. Hold on, I'll show you in a sec before we get to that. This is like a little kit that she gave us as a gift when we were leaving, which was really sweet. And inside was this and this, which I've already taken out to use. And then let me just open this up. So yeah, we got some of the gummy base, and this one is in Swana, which is like a milky color. So this is the stuff that you used as a base coat for doing this, and also as a base coat and builder layer for the gel semi-permanent that I did, the orange ones. But this one is a milky one. Got a little lollipop, that was cute. Then a little cuticle pusher, a little dotting tool for some nail art, a little nail brush, which we used a lot actually. I was surprised at how much we used these actually, and how much like you can go like right into the cuticle with this. I would thought that would have hurt, but it doesn't. I had to do that on a woman I didn't know. I was like, pushing her cuticles back with this little nail bit. This is the flame nail bit that we use to push back the cuticles. Like that. And then this little rounded one is the one that we use to remove any extra dead skin around the nails very gently. Everything is gently. And then some cuticle oil, which is a nice touch too. So that was a nice little kit that she gave us on the last day. Oh, also she gave us the nail brushes that we had been using that week too. I'll show you them in a minute. Why did I jump to that? Oh yeah, was to show you that I was using like the drill, the little flame bit on the woman to remove all of her cuticle, all the dead skin and stuff. And these are the nail brushes that we used that week. Very, very useful. That was nice. And on her, we did quite short, so probably about this short, like my pinky, pretty much the same as my pinky. So we did the manicure, popped on the little nail form, did a little snip snip, and snipped the sides, added the extension in this gel, and then did the builder layer, which is like putting on a blob and tapping it and turning the nail upside down and like making sure it's the right angle and like just all the little delicate movements and using gravity and turning it back upside down and round again and back upside down and round again. And then we did the little baby boomer gradient at the end. And then the top coat was actually really like long and a little difficult to get it right because it like the way that you had to do it was like you can't touch the nail, you're like only touching the product with the brush and you have to make sure it doesn't get in the cuticles. And when you put it under the lamp, it has to be like a beautiful oval shape, like it can't be like moving around like or like a bean shape or anything on the client. So that was actually more difficult than I thought. So yeah. Oh, I forgot about this primer. This is the other product that we used. I think that's everything. So you did, hold on, my camera doesn't want to focus much today. So we did the manicure on the cuticles, then you like buff the nail bed, then you pop a few drops of primer. That's like the dehydratiness. No, you brush it. Okay, let me start again. You remove the like cuticles by pushing them back and then using the little drill bits. Then you dust them with this brush. Then you buff the nail bed, brush again. Then you use the lint-free wipes with the cleaner. Let it dry. Then you put some drops of primer, which smells like vinegary parmesan to me. That was a very unpleasant scent for me. Then once that's fully dry, you do base coat. Not this one because that's the milky white one. You do base coat. Very thin base coat of that. And then with this, you do one thin layer, which is called the slidey layer, I guess you would. Couche de glissement. How would you call that in English? A slidey layer. I'm sure there's a proper name for that. I don't know. And then you get the little ball of product and let it do all that kind of stuff. And then you put on the top coat. So there are all the steps I had to remember for that too. And they looked pretty good. I obviously did not do it perfectly. The instructor did help us along a little and really checked every step because obviously the client would be going home afterwards with the nails like that. So I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. So here's the before and after, like night and day. But you know, it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, it's very different and she was happy with it and stuff, but like all I can think about is all the times I'm like, I don't know, proud of it. So that was the morning of the last day. Then we went to eat. I went home, had something to eat, came back. And then on the afternoon of the last day, we got our little certificates. And we also learned to remove the gel from one of our hands. So we removed the gel from our non-dominant hand, which is why these are all still with my practice nails. But I just love them, so I'm keeping them for now. And then on this hand, so this one was completely gel-free when I left. And as we were leaving, she taught us a little how to do gel X nails and to do capsules, or what do they call it? They call it capsule popite, polygel. There we go. Like where you do that and pop it off and the nail's already there kind of thing. She taught us quickly how to do that on the last day, so she was super, super nice. And because most of her clients want this length nails, like me wanting long nails is a little out of the ordinary for this area. Like literally it's like more go to Paris to find people who want long nails like that, but yeah, most people want this length of nails. Maybe this length has a push, but yeah, so she had some Gel X press on nail extensions, size L, these ones. And she was like, yeah, nobody asks for them, and since you're really looking forward to trying that out, you're welcome to have this box. And I was like, thank you so much. It was so sweet. And then when I got home, I just popped a new series on, 3 Body Problem on Netflix. I like it. And I went through the stages of doing my first time doing Gel X nails. So they're basically press-ons, but they're soft gel tips. So for example, they look just like clear press-on nails, you know, that you would paint yourself and just like glue on. And they kind of are, but like it's made out of like a soft-ish gel. And you like file underneath where you're going to place them. I also filed at the top to get it as thin as possible so it would really like match and like blend into my nail. And then I got my gummy base. Well, I think I did all the other things first, like the primer and like popped a little base on and cured it. And then I did that. I popped the gummy base in there and I went and flash cured it and then cured it. So I was happy with that. And then color that I used on my nails is this. It's called Sugar Mama. And I thought it was going to be a little bit more nude. I got this from the Indigo website, which is one of the websites that she suggested. I got the nail forms from there, one or two other things, and that was the top coat that she recommended. Price-wise and quality-wise was like the best. Like she uses that in her salon, so I grabbed 2 of those and then a few other colors. I'll do like proper haul videos about all the stuff that I bought. I've got like 3 whole videos worth, I'm sure, because I got loads of stuff from like the professional stuff, like from Indigo Nails, from Benelux, and from Ongle 24. I think that's the 3 like professionally-ish sites I used, and like Amazon for the lamp and the nail file trail and everything. And then I did Temu for all the nail effect stuff. So a lot of nail hauls coming, guys. So yeah, I painted them this color. It doesn't look like it's gonna be like a nude. I thought maybe it'd be like this, maybe a bit darker or something, but look, it's like gorgeous still. Like it's really gorgeous. I like it a lot, but it's just not what I expected it was gonna be. But that's fine. I like it. Spring is coming, guys. It's not winter is coming, it's spring this little nail piercing would be annoying, but actually it doesn't bother me one little bit. The only thing is that where the nail charm, like where I close the little ring, is not perfect, so it gets caught in my hair sometimes, but I would remove it before I went to the shower to wash my hair. So yeah, look at all this stuff. I'm so excited, guys. You know what, I'm very like, oh, I'm interested in this hobby, so I'm gonna do like a huge shopping spree stuff. But I just know that I am gonna enjoy doing this. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next, because obviously these don't match as per se. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna remove these and pop these on, or I'm just gonna let these grow out and do like refills because it's gel. And maybe, I don't know what I'll do on this end, because I really like doing the little forms to make these nails, but it was also very tricky, so I'm scared to do that on my non-dominant hand. So I wonder if I will just do polygel on this side, like fully do polygel, and then just like let everything grow out together kind of thing and do refills. I'm really not sure. Or at some point I might take everything off and just do Gel X, because these, although they're very similar to press-ons last like half an hour half an hour to 2 days for me, but these should last me the full 2-3 weeks, you know. So we'll see what I do in a few weeks time, or in a week's time if I get like already excited. Or maybe I'll just file these down a touch and pop this color on. What do you think? I think that's might be probably what I'm gonna do. Not today though, I'm too proud of my work to do that yet. But maybe next week I might just file these down a touch, just like enough so that it's like ready for color, and just paint them this color. Even though the length won't be the same, at least the color will be. So yeah, I had an amazing week, but it also means I have 0 videos filmed for this week. So this is literally early Sunday afternoon. I have book club meeting like the end of the afternoon, like 5-6 o'clock, so I'm looking forward to that for Clytemnestra. And then this video should be out tonight, and then literally Tuesday's video I'm gonna have to film at some point very quickly. So yeah, okay, so that is everything I have to show you for this video. I'm just gonna grab something for the middle of a nice blanket scratching outro. Okay, so I just grabbed the gel, the pot of gel, because it's perfectly round for the middle of a blanket scratching outro. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was a little all over the place. I am very excited about this still, so sorry if it was a little wow for you guys. I hope that you found it interesting anyway, and hopefully you found it relaxing, of course. Very important. If you are looking for any extra content from me, remember that my Patreon is always linked down below. We're getting up there now. We're about 250, maybe a little more. So we've got a good little community going. Book club, suggestions, polls, little behind the scenes, extra lo-fi videos. Or if you want to know things first, like that I'm on a nail training program, for example. If you're interested in that kind of thing, Patreon is the place for that. you made it to this part of the video without falling asleep. I would like you to pop a little nail painting emoji, of course, in the comments. And you can just pop that with your regular comment. Or if you are far too sleepy, you can just pop that little emoji in there by itself. I hope that every single one of my lovely sleepy squirrels are well. Wherever you are in the world, whatever's happening around you, I hope that you can find your own little bubble of calm. For example, if you